In early February, all of the property owners in Nash County should expect to receive a revaluation notice. This notice will be the result of about a 2-year project that's been undergoing, and it's our statutorily required revaluation. A revaluation is required at least every 8 years, and this notice will have a real estate market value and an assessed value that is effective as of January 1, 2017. And that value is what our property owners need to look at carefully, and they need to basically determine if they agree that that is reflective of what they feel is a fair market value as of January 1st of this year. If they don't agree with that, certainly they should consider an appeal. And this form that we will be sending them will contain information on there to tell them how they can go about filing an appeal with our office. Actually, the first level of appeal will be with the revaluation company that performed the project. To perform this revaluation, we went to a third-party vendor, Pearson Appraisal Company. They have performed probably more revaluation projects than any company I'm aware of in the state. They have a lot of experience not only with small counties but with all size counties, medium size like us. They've done projects for Mecklenburg County, Wake County, your larger counties as well. So they have a lot of experience to draw from. We have approximately 51,000 parcels in the county. Pearson actually canvassed or visited every property in the county. They took a photo and they compared the attributes of the property with what is on our property record cards. If there were any differences that they noted, then they would measure the house physically and work from there. Another factor, of course, in the process of how we come up with a personal or taxpayer's property value is that we are constantly monitoring or analyzing the sales in every neighborhood throughout the county. We have just over 800 neighborhoods in the county, and we always do what's called a sales ratio study, which actually studies the statistical or mathematical relationship of our assessed value, what we have on the books as the assessed value, and what properties are selling for. Of course, not every property is for sale, but we have to value it as if it was going to sell. Our goal by law is to try to get your property value as close as we possibly can to 100% of what the actual market value is. In years past, any county pretty much in the state, in a normal economic cycle, you could always expect, whether it be 4 years or 8 years, each year that the property values would increase slightly. And then some years, of course, better than others, depending on the economy at the time. But since 2009, what's happened here, in 2009, we set our assessment values, and as in any revaluation cycle, those values are frozen at that point in time. And in our case, what has happened is property values after the 2009 revaluation continued to slide downward slightly. And so we had to hold our values at the same level in 2009. So now what we're seeing is, since early 2015, I would say, we're seeing that sales are indicating that the assessment ratio trend, which is something that all counties have to measure, that trend has been finally curving back up to where our assessed values on average are more closely aligned with where we were at in 2009.